How to close all file handles under a given folder programmatically. I was wondering if there is a command line tool that allows me to close all file handles that are open under a specific folder. I have tried Process Explorer, Unlocker, and similar tools, but they offer a GUI interface and are not useful in a programming environment. A solution on Python, CMD, or PowerShell would be ideal.
Thanks for this. We've been having some issues with open file handles causing Git checkouts to fail within our Windows-based Jenkins jobs, and this helped correct the problem handily. I'll throw out the basics of the technique. Install handle.exe on the build node. I downloaded it from here, this URL, unzipped it and dropped handle.exe under C:\Windows\system32 to ensure it would be available on the default %path%. Install the Jenkins pre-SCM build step plugin, this URL. This allows us to define operations before the Git plugin started reaching for potentially locked files. Implemented the following batch command as a pre-SCM build step. It appears to work nicely and definitely cuts down on spurious failures. I'll also note a couple gotchas I worked through. Handler.exe has an EULA that must be accepted the first time it runs. If you're running your Jenkins agent as a service under the local system context, this is problematic because you can't log in as that user and accept it by hand. When we tried running it from the Jenkins job, the process just hung waiting for user input, and it took a few minutes to figure out why. I solved this by running it from the Jenkins job using the /acceptola flag, and I recommend anyone implementing this as an automated process do the same. This happens to be a registry setting under hkey_current_user /software/sysinternals/handle, and you can also set and unset it via regedit.exe if you need to manipulate it for a specific user, but the command line option seemed easiest. The Jenkins batch step plugin executes batch code as if it were in a script rather than as a command line directive. Notice the escapes, e.g. %i, caret. Thanks.
We use the following snippet to close file handle from users to our server. You may be able to modify it for your use.
Unlocker does claim it gives you this ability. Simply right-click the folder or file and select Unlocker. If the folder or file is locked, a window listing of lockers will appear. Simply click Unlock All and you are done. I'm not sure if it supports command line usage. Malwarebytes File Assassin performs similar actions and does support command line usage, so you should be able to script it pretty easily.
I create this little batch file to auto-release all locks to XML file by my Eclipse. You need to download the handle utility from Microsoft site and grep utility from GNU/Win32. If you don't need filter by file type, you can skip grep part like this. Or if you don't need to filter locks by a particular program, just remove the Eclipse process filter. Remember to replace /git/ with your folder path.
If you're using stools, this will force close all open files recursively. sfile / server name c column / path / to database / c. Note that c column / path / to database / is the C, a drive on / server name, not your local machine. This was unclear to me at first, so I thought I'd point it out. This is a brute force approach that's almost guaranteed to lose data, so use it with caution. We have a badly cobbled together Access database that literally brings our company to its knees on a regular basis. I had to fix it 3 times just yesterday. The guy who normally handles this is on vacation for a couple of weeks, and his instructions use a UI-based approach. Start is greater than computer is greater than manage is greater than computer management, local is greater than connect to another computer is greater than system tools is greater than shared folders is greater than open files is greater than close open files. Way too many clicks when I can just run the above command and kick the entire company out of all the database files and start the compact and repair process, which I'm also working on a brute force scripted approach to. The trick is staying ahead of the folks who immediately start to reconnect to the database as soon as it goes down. They're so used to this that it doesn't occur to them to file a bug against it, they just keep hammering the database until they get back in. I just keep booting them off until I've compacted and repaired the 3 dozen files that make up the database.